that they're changing my voice. I know the sound quality is going to be a bit poor. I can't open the window because they're filming me outside, they're filming me inside, and it messes up the sound quality, so I'm just going to try to make this brief here. So what has gone wrong here in society? Well, look at the word opposition. You have the word op and the word position. And the word position is a play on words for poison it, right? The word position is poison, it's scrambled. So you have the op and the position. You have the O, right? The reproductive cycle and the position. And you have the op, poison it, right? Because the word position is poison, it's scrambled. Also have the word place, right? We have the letter P and the word lace, right? Place and lace, rhyme and reason. And so they're doing that here. And if those of you, some of you might think it's a coincidence, what about the word fume? F-U-M-E. What are the odds of that? Pretty straightforward. And the word gas is like the word gays. And we see more gay expression in America than ever before. In the Urban Dictionary, the word gay, they spelled it differently to try to cover their tracks or something. It means stupid and pointless. Gay. And you see a gay parade and so on and so forth. There's a difference between thinking gay and thinking quote unquote straight. So what are the problems here? First of all, you don't have a sound kind of culture. You don't have a sound foundation. You don't have a sound process. You don't have a sound structure. You don't have a sound system. Their motives are off. Their formulas off. Their models off. Their outputs off. Motive, formula, model, output. It's all off. And you don't have a strong point of reference for ideal. What happens when you think Hitler's ideal? You get Nazi Germany. When you think Stalin's ideal, you get communist Russia. When you think George Washington's ideal, worse than the first two, you get America, right? And as a result, the whole thing's a huge mess. Then you get people who are nationalists, right? It doesn't matter if they're in Nazi Germany or they're in Trump America. They think the answer is to say, hey, this is a great country, because they're idiots. They're like your dog in your backyard or something, right? They're just like, show them the food, give them a pat or something, encourage them, and they'll just, act like a dog. Pretty straightforward. So the reason why America isn't giving me the respect of my rightful place and then demanding respect because they don't have a sound process. They built a house of cards, as the saying goes. They do not think straight, and they don't treat people fairly. And people were so quick to kind of roll with it, right? They're not talking effectively, right? Conversation, the word con and conversation, converse. So it doesn't take a genius to see that what they're doing doesn't allow for them to have true power. It's just a mess. It's chaos and discord. It's stupidity. It's just a disgusting mess. And so you get these idiots, right? And they have these stupid Western personalities that they harass me with all the time. They say, you said that already. And they say stupid stuff, right? Let's face it. Okay, really quickly, keep in mind there's 23 witnesses to the psychological operation against me. People know they're changing the sound of my voice. I'm not gay. I don't speak with a lisp. Okay, I'm not some kind of gay parade person, not effeminate or sissy or anything like that in any way. Okay, when you hear the way I talk in almost all my videos, if not all my videos, and so far as I know, it's all my videos, it's not the way I naturally talk. The way I naturally talk is far more masculine than other people. If you think about the English, you think about the Jews, they talk in a way that's like, how should I put this here without sounding racist or something? They talk in a way that's not as masculine as a black person who's very masculine. Okay, something about white people, they have less testosterone on average or something, and they sound kind of like, something, hey guys, hey, what are you doing? Okay, and it's like on a spectrum. Not all of them sound that much like it. Okay, so they change the sound of my voice, right? Because that's already provoking me. They're filming me, what have you. But then they do things during my video. Sometimes they'll have someone walk by doing something offensive. Sometimes they'll find another way to subtly communicate something to me. They find ways to kind of do that. And this is something that is well understood. Like if you're in the streets and you're a gang researcher, you know for sure that's how things work, right? There's symbols they put out there to piss people off. It's street code. So you get a lot of these people who aren't from the street. There's some pencil pushing worm in the government or something. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Some psychiatrist never been in the street in their life. They don't know how life is at all. They're from some kind of gated community, just a bitch. Or they're from maybe a foreign country. They're from a situation where they don't really understand that people do covertly communicate with each other. Some of them probably don't even know what a gang sign is. Okay, they don't understand that there's different ways to communicate. Okay, if you look at prison, for example, there was all kinds of ways they're sending messages. There's kites, there's coded messages, there's all kinds of different codes. They find a way to communicate. And there's police code and so on and so forth. There's military code, Morse code, on and on and on. To act like, when it comes to military psychological operations with 23 witnesses on record, that magically no one's covertly communicating is fucking insane. That person should run, not walk, to go to the psych ward. You think that the military and the gangs and the police have no way to send coded messages? You think they would never dream of using that to provoke somebody? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, I'm somebody who graduated college. I graduated college while they're trying to pretend that I'm crazy. I won my top martial arts challenge at the same time of going through college, okay, while they're trying to pretend that I'm crazy. You know how fucking stupid or crazy you would have to be to believe them and not me about whether people send coded fucking messages.